defense starting lineup for your Utah Jazz. At forward, 6'4", number 23, Royce O'Neal. At forward, standing 6'8", number 44, Bojan Bogdanovic. At point, 6'1", number 11, Mike Conley. At guard, standing 6'1", number 45, Donovan Mitchell. At center, standing at 7'1", number 27, Rudy Gobert. Coaching our Utah Jazz, Quinn Snyder. Make some noise for your Utah Jazz.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz going up against the New York Knicks. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert is now a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. And he says that award is about making your team better. A lot of things you don't see in the stats. If you play good defense, most of the time you don't get a block because it doesn't reach that point. They don't even come inside. Guys, the lane is closed.
He is an intimidating factor for sure. David, thanks. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kemba Walker.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Sharing the wing spots, Fournier and Barrett. Nerlens Noel is out there with Randall, and it's Walker in at point. And for Utah, Mitchell in at the 2, with Bogdanovic at small forward. O'Neal at the 4, while Gobert stands tall at the 5. And it's Conley in at the point.
Here we go.
And Doris, you look at these teams, both great on the glass.
Well, they define their success and failure by what is the rebounding margin. It is huge tonight. This is going to be a tough, physical battle.
Now, here's Mitchell. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
The combination of power, aggression, and frame, and a willingness to embrace contact, Mr. Donovan Mitchell delivers. Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the night.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And you know, guys, listen, Noel brings value. The reason he's a menace on the defensive end and an absolute warrior on the glass.
Now here's Conley. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Randall with the block. Some nice passing by New York here. Dishes it to Barrett. Back to Randall.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Boy, you love the determination from Julius Randle. This guy has a knack for scoring against good defense.
And it's not talked about all that much, but Barrett makes a huge contribution on the glass.
Right. He's aggressive. He's instinctive. He has added good weight, and the athleticism to beat people to those 50-50 balls is important.
Here's Walker. Michael Conley making his last shot. Pass to Noel. There's a screen by Noel. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Working on consistency with that jumper. You can see Barrett has improved his shooting mechanics. Much more repeatable motion now.
And that one falls for Barrett. You can see Barrett looks a lot more comfortable now from every spot, Greg, on the floor.
From 3, mid-range, the free throw line. When he knocks down shots, defenders have to creep up to stay connected. And that's when he can put the ball on the floor and get by people.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Whiteside's checked in for Gobert. Gay comes in for O'Neal. Joe Ingles is checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Clarkson in for Donovan Mitchell. Now, here's Whiteside. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Ingles passes to Whiteside. Good on the bucket.
I'm telling you this, if you leave one of Ingles' teammates open, Joe is going to find him.
The pass to Barrett. Fournier against Clarkson. Robinson a screen on Clarkson. Here's Fournier, and it's blocked by Whiteside. And it's Ingles off the drive. Lays it up and banks it in.
Joe Ingles has a great feel for understanding when to shoot the jump shot or when to attack off the bounce. That is not bashful right there.
Now, here's Barrett. 23 points his last outing. Fournier against Clarkson. The 9-foot shot. Yep, that one goes. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Clarkson. It's tipped. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. And Randall throws it down.
R.J. Barrett with excellent vision. And it's not just the vision, it's the ability to put it on time and on target. Nicely done.
And the call will be against Julius Randle. That is his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul. First team foul. Knicks substitution. Taj Gibson. Cameron Reddish. Emmanuel Quickly.
Here's Gay. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
And this is an area where Gay is especially dangerous. A terrific mid-range score.
A good, close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Knicks lead by 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And the 2021 Sixth Man of the Year winner, Jordan Clarkson, excelling in his role under Coach Quinn Snyder in the Utah Jazz.
It's been good for me. From day one, they showed me to come here and be myself, playing free with a free mind and, trying to help us get wins.
And Clarkson really finding his niche, providing Greg instant scoring off the Utah bench.
And there's tremendous value in a player who can create his own shot and really carry a second unit. With Clarkson's quickness, so tough to bottle him up.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And New York, looking at who they've got. Alec Burks is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Reddish. And it's Gibson in at the power forward position. Noel's checked in for New York. Gibson finds Noel. There's a screen by Noel. Gobert with the block.
Defensively, few players have had a bigger impact than Rudy Gobert. That combination of energy and length and commitment, so good defensively.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Donovan Mitchell is a force offensively, of course, but he knows there's room for work at the other end. He said, "I feel the need to really get after it defensively and show that. Watch film on every person I'm guarding. Defense travels. Offense comes and goes." Guys, back to you.
He's never satisfied, and I love that about him, D.A. Thanks. Indoors as a point guard running the show, when you look at options on the floor around you, your teammates, at what other position would you most like another big-time player?
You know, Kevin, I'm not sure I'm going to define it necessarily by shooting guard, small forward, power forward, or center. I think what I would say is it's always great to play with guys who have the ability to think the game quickly and at a high level, because those who can think it and combine that with skill are the most dangerous guys on the floor.
So here's Burks, following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. It's stolen by Gobert. Ingles with the ball. Now guarded by Noel. Mitchell's shot is good.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And Kevin, how about his basketball journey? Taking him from Australia to Spain, then Israel, before finally landing in the NBA at age 27. But Joe Ingles, boy, was well worth the wait.
For the Jazz, Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And Mike Conley subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. And a new group in for the Knicks. Julius Randle's checked in for Gibson. R.J. Barrett comes in for Reddish. Fournier's checked in for Alec Burks. And it's Kemba Walker in for Quickly. Now here's Walker. His last outing, he had 8 points. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Barrett. Gobert with the block. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. Down low, here's Gobert, and he converts the layup. Gobert's got the lead up to 4 now for the Jazz.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Outside Fournier. Randle a screen on Clarkson. Fournier pass to Randle. And then Randle slams it in.
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
Clarkson outside. Puts up a 3. And they get it back. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close.
The previous play is under review.
Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hands.
And even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves it right. They're like, see, we had it right all along. So good call, fellas.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Jazz up by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With Quinn Snyder, Coach, great offense in the first half. What made it possible?
I think we're executing pretty well. Moving them around a little bit with some fakes. And guys are just playing aggressive as much as anything. If we get a few more stops.
It's been good so far, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and a battle is also upon us. Not Kenny and Shaq this time, thankfully, but 2 outstanding players through the first half.
Yeah, man, this is what we were hoping for. The 2 alpha dogs are squaring off. And when the team leaders are staring each other down, it's extra proud and loud. They're bringing out the best of each other. Down, boy, down.
Shifting focus now to the Utah Jazz, who are in one heck of a close game.
This is what the home fan loves to see. Their squad coming out and putting together strong performance. We'll see a couple individual standouts, But what really stand out is how hard they work and how they're playing together.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the two guard. Avdia and Hachimura in the forward positions. And it's Gobert in at the 5 roaming the paint. That's the group right now for Utah. Outside for Randall. Over O'Neal. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Knicks.
Well, the effectiveness of Julius Randle, wherever he is on the floor, the mid-range, one of those tools in the toolbox.
Conley finds Mitchell. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And here's Fournier. Following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. Noel sets a screen for Walker. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
But give Kemba Walker credit. Diminutive size, but always willing to take the contact and find a way to score through it.
And after a down season in 2020, with some questioning if he was over the hill, Mike Conley came roaring back last season.
And the first player ever to make his All-Star debut that far into his career. It had to feel something like redemption. And I tell you, he's not done yet. Has a nice new contract to prove it.
Kemba Walker's handle has always been special, and it's always created shot opportunities just like that.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And it's got to be liberating for Walker these past few seasons, not having to do everything himself.
Right. He spent 8 years in Charlotte, guys, and carried such a heavy burden night by night, only to make the playoffs in just 2 years. But this guy, boy, you love it. Never sulked, never demanded a trade, always a true pro.
Almost entirely new grouping. Whiteside's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Gay comes in for O'Neal. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Then for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Noel. Reddish comes in for Barrett. And it's Burks in for Walker. Now, here's Mitchell. 9 points in the game so far. Back to Gay. Over Randall. No good from Gay.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Randall against Whiteside. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for R.J. Barrett.
And it's striking how much his three-point shooting has improved this month. His long-range percentage is coming up, and that's going to give them a lift as a team. You can never have enough reliable threats from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Ingles passes to Whiteside. Over Robinson. Robinson with the block.
Well, this is the special aspect of Mitchell Robinson. That rim protection, that ability to send it back. Look out.
Fournier finds Burks. Back to Fournier. And again, New York with the triple.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Mitchell against Burks. And here is Mitchell. The three won't fall.
Burks is such a smart defender. He's terrific at contesting shots without fouling.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Knicks lead by 2. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for the Knicks, Randall and Robinson make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Alec Burks, and it's Barrett at the 3, the small forward.
They trust Mike Conley, and yet again, this guy delivers.
Passes it to Barrett. He kicks it to Burks. Randall with the ball. He's covered by Bogdanovich. That's good from Randall on the assist by Burks. Burks has got 3 assists in the game. Gobert with a screen on quickly. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
The Knicks with the lead. Burks looking around. Robinson a screen on Conley. Pass to quickly. Back to Burks. Shot clock at 5. Gobert with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. And a switch here also for New York. Kemba Walker's checked in for Quickly. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter.
Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
It's stolen by Randall. Pass to Burks. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Burks has got the lead up to 4 now for New York. Burks against Mitchell. Gobert with a screen on Burks. Here's Mitchell. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
Donovan Mitchell might be young, but this guy is fearless and capable of big-time opportunity making.
Mitchell against Walker. We've got 1:18 left here in the fourth quarter, and the shot goes in.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
A different look for New York. Nerlens Noel comes in for Mitchell Robinson. And Fournier subbed in for Alec Burks. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. He told them this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If we make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Mitchell against Fournier. The drive by Mitchell. And the rejection by Noel. Barrett kicks to Randall. Going inside, and it's blocked by Conley. On the wing, Mitchell. He's guarded by Fournier. Puts it up from 12. They get the rebound. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Now here's Walker over Conley. It's good!
How confident is Kemba Walker in the pick-and-roll game? Boy, he's been running this since he got in the league. Look out, folks.
All right, Walker's coming out of the court. Come on, get fouled with your chance.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Joe Ingles.
Time now to get up and get loud. Check in for the drill. Bogdanovich.
On defense, the Knicks. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. The drive by Mitchell. Three-pointer. Got it! And that shot brings them to within just one.
Well, Mike Conley, we know his pre-shot preparation is excellent. Catch and shoot bucket, yes, sir.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And here are the Knicks now. They lead by 1, and that's an intentional foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for New York, Kemba Walker. Taking 2 shots.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2.
To me, what's special about Kemba Walker is we know the basketball skill. This guy is a devastating scorer, great pick-and-roll player, but as importantly, he is a tremendous teammate.
Second one is good, and both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
A bit of heroics at the line right there as he bumps their lead to 3 and makes things a little easier for them defensively.
It counts! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
My goodness, how do you guard against that? Mitchell tremendous at just getting through the contact.
Third team foul. The line for the Knicks is on.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2.
You know, there's an unpredictability about what Evan Fournier does that keeps defenders guessing. This guy is outstanding at using that to his advantage.
Mitchell's shot is good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
To win it. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so it's Utah who scraped by to the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Rudy, what did the bench do to help you get this win tonight?
They've been huge. You know, they brought us back in the game, and everyone contributed. You know, it wasn't an easy night for us at the beginning, but we kept fighting, and it's a big win for us.
And I'm sure you want to keep it going, man. Congrats. Back to you guys.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. As we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.